Hello again. Okay, so I've got all of my roots so that when this thing is held perfectly flat, that they're all touching the wood about right here. And what I'm doing today is I'm pulling the first root split out and hopefully adding in a strand. And what we have here is these two wires. Right here were one strand of double twist from the outside edge of the root, and then I took another strand of double twist and made it single strand and just used one of the strands of double twist to pull out to the root here. And hopefully this strand is twisted around the other one inside of there. I didn't blow it up to see or not, but somewhere in there it's got a twist that will hopefully keep it from pulling too far out. I did, it's going to be hard for you to see this. I did force that wrap back a little bit, so hopefully when I twist this up it'll pull back just a little bit because I wanted it a little tighter in there. And you'll notice that I'm pulling it from the kind of bottom of the root here, not too far to the top, because whenever you pull a split, you can leave a gap, and hopefully that gap will close up before it gets over the top of the root here. And here's the strand I'm going to be adding. It's shorter on one side than the other. It's hard to get that all into view for you here, but there you can see the difference in the, at least I think you can see the difference in the length of the strands. The one that's going to the root that's being pulled out is about 6 inches shorter than the other one. And how we're going to do this here, when I got this here, because I have I cut this area wider here, there's really not enough wood to support the tree sometimes, so I need to have it be a little bit, I need to bend this a little bit tighter. Wires poking me in the face, that's no fun. You can see I just get in here. Strand by strand, kind of try and blend this guy in there. Now this can still move in here a little bit, which I'm going to use to my advantage, hopefully. It's a tricky thing, because the strand that you're adding in wants to keep moving around. So sometimes you gotta, ouch! I got some strands poking me right in the neck. That's no fun. And of course I can't see very good while I'm doing this. Get in there with my fingernail and hold that up. Okay, that's looking pretty good so far. And again, get in here with my pick. Move that back a little bit. And get in here with my flat pliers. Hopefully twist this a little tighter. And there you have it. So I have got the strand added in there. Now if I play with this just a little bit more, take that up like that. Get in there with my pick. Kind of give that a bend down. And now all I have to do is play around with these strands here, you know, kind of singly, one strand at a time. And we'll start with the strand right below it. Oh, where'd my pick go? Ay, ay, ay. There it is. And then also get in there and kind of give that one. See, those tiny little bends make a lot of difference. You really got to take your time. And take the one above it. Bring it down a little bit. Get the pick in there as a lever. And now you can kind of see that I pretty much eliminated that gap. So I will get in there next with my big old non-marring pliers. Kind of give a squeeze. And you can see how that gap is getting as small as it possibly can. And for the sake of keeping this video short, because the rest of this is pretty self-explanatory, all I need to do is get these guys lined up and get some wrap on there, but unfortunately I don't have any wrap sitting out on my tool table at the moment. I should have prepared a little better, but like this wire down here, I need to get in there and bend that up. So I'll just basically get them all looking good and then hit them with some wrap. And I'll put a really short piece of wrap on it, because hopefully on the other side I'm going to pull a rope pretty quick on the other side. But so you can see that's the first split there. And that's all I have for right now. So I'm probably going to go ahead, I don't know, do you guys need me to do this whole thing over again? Show you again. You can see that it did creep back a little bit into that wrap there. And I'll probably twist a little bit tighter yet, but I'll wait until I get the wrap on here, get all these guys lined up where I want, and get some wrap on there, and then I'll get that flat pliers in there and twist it a little bit more, because I want to lock this side of the split down before I twist up any of this side anymore. Because once all those wires are tight and wrapped together and they got the wrap on there, hopefully that gap won't change at all. It'll kind of be set in stone a little bit. And if anything, when I do twist this back, because they're all on each other, it'll just pull that wire I added in, it'll just pull it a little further back and maybe even close up that gap a little more. So let me think, is there anything else that I needed to tell you? I think that's about it. And you can see I just put a real slight curve to my right. Well, I suppose it's the right hand side of the screen too. Real slight curve to the right. Generally with roots, you don't want things to be straight for very long at all. If there's going to be a little bit of straight part, you want it to be real short. Roots, well, sometimes they do go straight in a tree, but not a whole lot. But that's all I got for now. It's a little warmer today. Yeehaw! Hope everybody's having a peaceful day.